I'm gonna make the best dessert ever. It's a Banoffee pie. It's basically toffee and banana. It's said to have originated in the Hungry Monk in East Sussex in about 1972. This is basically just a sweet crust dough. And what I do is I grate it so I don't have to overwork the pastry. And it's kind of nice because it's kind of housewifey, and I kind of like that. So you can see I'm just kind of pushing it against the sides. I always start with the sides and then I do the base. If you're in London, or actually any part of England, you'll probably find this at every pub. It's like one of those gastropub classics. So I'm gonna chill that down because you don't want it to shrink. Okay. This one looks a little tidier than my last one. Okay, so it's chilled. I'm gonna put it in the oven and I'll just cook it until it goes nice and golden brown. Probably take like 15 minutes. My oven's at like 350. Okay, so this is the best thing I think you'll ever eat. And it's like the most simple thing. Condensed milk, sweetened. You cook it in boiling water for about 5 hours and you just keep topping up the water because you don't really wanna let it boil dry. And after about 5 hours, you let it cool, and you end up with this thick dulce de leche, which is like a thick toffee. It's super sexy. We're gonna use it for this tart, and I think this complements the banana and the cream and the chocolate really well. So this is nice, you know, we've got some good color right here, and I'm gonna let it chill. This is a cold dessert. And the colder, the better. So I'm gonna just pop it in the fridge and just make sure it's all super delicious. When I first started cooking, I didn't want to go anywhere near pastry just because all the girls ended up being kind of put on pastry. And so I was like, that was like evil to me. And then I ended up getting a job in a little local restaurant in Hammersmith. You know, I was like, I'm just gonna give it a go. And I really, really enjoyed it. You don't have to be too, you know, too precise about the bananas. So this is the fun bit for me because you get to slather all this all over these bananas. I mean, just look at that, look, watch. Look at those little, so beautiful. I don't know who ever thought of boiling condensed milk to come up with something like this. I mean, it's genius. Maybe they just dropped like, you know, a tin of this in some boiling soup one day and was like, I forgot it was there or something. Okay, so I'm gonna start my cream. And then we're gonna do a little bit of vanilla. So look how nice and sticky these are, you know? They're all nice and moist. So we're just gonna scrape that out. Okay. Should be nice and thick, not too runny. And I just like to kind of spread it here and there, you know, so you can see everything. So we're gonna chill this for about, I don't know, you could do it overnight, but the longer the better. Minimum, probably like an hour. So I got some milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever your preference is, you know, and I'm just gonna kind of grate that on. So I'm gonna chill this baby. Patience, you know. Hour later. This looks great. I'm gonna give it a little slice. You know, cooking's all about senses, you know. It's the smells, the sounds, you know, the tastes.